Why do so many marriages hit a wall in the first 5 years? You might think that's the honeymoon phase, but statistics show it's a surprisingly fragile time. It's not because people fall out of love, but often because they're not prepared for the realities of married life. Today, we are diving into the top 7 reasons why marriages can struggle early on, and more importantly, how you can navigate these challenges. Stick around, because understanding these pitfalls is the first step to building a marriage that lasts a lifetime. First up, unrealistic expectations. We've all been raised on fairy tales and rom-coms where the wedding is the happy ending. But in reality, the wedding is just the beginning. The belief that marriage will be a constant state of bliss, with no arguments or tough days, sets couples up for disappointment. You might expect your partner to always know what you're thinking, or that you'll never feel lonely again. When real life, with its bills, chores, and bad moods, inevitably shows up, the gap between expectation and reality can feel like a massive failure. But it's not. Marriage isn't about being perfect. It's about two imperfect people learning to build a life together, bumps and all. This leads directly to our second point, a lack of communication. And I'm not just talking about what you want for dinner. I mean the deep, honest, and sometimes difficult conversations. So many couples avoid talking about what really matters because they're afraid of conflict. They bottle up resentments about money, chores, or feeling unappreciated. They don't share their fears or vulnerabilities. This silence creates distance. Effective communication isn't just about speaking. It's about listening to understand, not just to reply. It's about creating a safe space where both partners feel heard and valued, even when you disagree. Without it, you're just two people living parallel lives in the same house. Next, let's talk about the big one, financial stress. Money is one of the leading causes of conflict for couples at any stage, but it's especially potent in the early years. You're merging financial lives, possibly for the first time. One person might be a saver, the other a spender. You might have different ideas about debt, investments, or big purchases like a house. If you don't get on the same page about your financial goals and create a budget together, it can lead to constant arguments and a serious breakdown of trust. It's not about how much money you have. It's about how you manage it as a team. Openness and teamwork here are non-negotiable. Number 4 is a subtle but powerful one, growing apart due to a lack of quality time. When you're dating, you're actively carving out time for each other. After the wedding, life gets busy. Careers, hobbies, friends, and eventually maybe kids, all compete for your attention. It's easy to slip into a routine where you're more like roommates than romantic partners. You might be in the same room, but you're both on your phones, disconnected. You stop having shared experiences. It's crucial to be intentional about spending quality time together. Put away the devices, go on dates, try new things, and just talk. Reconnecting and nurturing your friendship is the glue that holds a marriage together. Fifth, we have unaddressed incompatibility. You might think, weren't we compatible when we got married? Yes, but people change and grow. And sometimes, core differences in values, life goals, or beliefs that were swept under the rug while dating become impossible to ignore. Maybe one person wants kids and the other doesn't. Maybe one has a deep-seated desire to travel the world while the other is a homebody. If these fundamental differences aren't discussed and negotiated with respect and a willingness to compromise, they can create a fundamental rift that pushes you in opposite directions. A successful marriage requires you to navigate these differences together, not pretend they don't exist. Our sixth reason involves external pressures. No marriage exists in a vacuum. Pressure can come from everywhere: family, friends, and society. In-laws might be overly involved, offering unsolicited advice or creating conflict. Friends who are still single might pull you back into a lifestyle that doesn't fit your married life. There's also the societal pressure to hit certain milestones by a certain age, buy a house, have kids, get promotions. This external noise can create a lot of stress and division if you don't stand together as a united front. Your primary loyalty is to each other and the new family unit you've created. Finally, the most painful one, infidelity or betrayal. This isn't always about a physical affair. It can be emotional infidelity, secret financial decisions, or any act that shatters the foundation of trust. Betrayal is devastating because it breaks the fundamental promise of a marriage, to be each other a safe harbor. While some couples can and do recover from this with immense work and professional help, for many, especially in the early years when the foundation is still setting, it's a blow that the relationship simply can't survive. Rebuilding that trust is a long and difficult road. So there you have it, 7 major hurdles that can trip up a marriage in the first 5 years. But here's the good news. Awareness is everything. By understanding these potential pitfalls, you can be proactive. Prioritize honest communication, set realistic expectations, get on the same page about money, and intentionally make time for each other. Marriage is a journey, not a destination. It requires effort, empathy, and a commitment to growing together. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, be sure to like and subscribe for more content on building strong, healthy relationships. See you next time.